Did you know that maximizing your Australian PR points could be the difference between getting your dream visa and waiting years in uncertainty? That's right. Even a small adjustment in your points calculation can push you over the threshold for visas like 189, 190, or 491. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to calculate your points, what areas you can improve, and even give you a real-life case scenario to see it in action. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to make your Australian PR application much stronger and much more competitive. Australia's skilled migration system is completely point-based, and understanding how each category contributes to your total score is critical. The major factors that affect your points are age, English proficiency, work experience, education, and state or regional nomination. Many applicants underestimate how important each category is, and that's why so many applications either get delayed or rejected. Small mistakes in calculating points or ignoring opportunities to gain extra points can cost you months or even years. Let's start with age. Age is one of the most important factors in the point system. The highest points are given to applicants between 25 and 32 years old. Every year outside this range reduces your points gradually, so timing your application strategically can make a huge difference. For example, a 29-year-old gets maximum points, while someone who is 40 will get significantly fewer points. Understanding this can be crucial, especially if you're planning to apply for visas that require a minimum score. Next is English proficiency. English proficiency is divided into three categories: competent, proficient, and superior. Each level corresponds to different points, with superior English giving you the maximum 20 points. Achieving this level can make or break your application. Even improving from proficient to superior might seem like a small step, but it can add a substantial number of points, pushing you well above the minimum threshold. This is why preparing for the English test carefully and aiming for the highest band is always worth it. Work experience is another major factor. Both overseas and Australian work experience are counted differently, and each visa type has its own rules. For example, overseas experience is valued for all visa types, but Australian experience is particularly important for visas 189 and 491. The more relevant your work experience, the higher your points. But remember, not all work experience counts equally. Your experience must be in your nominated occupation and properly documented to be considered. Education also plays a crucial role. Australian degrees, diplomas, or postgraduate qualifications add extra points. Overseas qualifications are assessed by relevant authorities, and it's important that your qualifications match your nominated occupation. Postgraduate degrees from Australian institutions provide additional points, and even short courses, if recognized, can strategically increase your score. Education is one of those areas where careful planning can give you a competitive advantage, especially if you combine it with other point-earning factors like age and work experience. Let's now put this into a real-life scenario to make it crystal clear. Meet Sarah, a 29-year-old software engineer from India. She has a bachelor's degree in computer science and 5 years of overseas work experience. Her English proficiency is at the superior level. Without any state nomination, her points tally looks like this: age 30, English 20, work experience 10, education 15, giving her a total of 75 points. For visa 189, the minimum required is 65 points, so she's already above the threshold. But if she applies for a state-nominated visa 190, she can gain an additional 5 points. And if she considers the regional visa 491, she could earn up to 15 extra points, making her profile extremely strong. It's important to realize that points aren't just about meeting the minimum requirement. They are about making your profile as competitive as possible. The Department of Home Affairs selects applicants based on ranking scores, so higher points mean a faster invitation to apply. Even 1 or 2 additional points can significantly reduce your waiting time. That's why knowing where you can improve is essential. Other points factors include partner skills, professional year programs, and community language proficiency. Each of these may seem minor individually, but collectively, they can make a big difference. For example, if your partner has competent English and relevant work experience, you can claim additional points. Similarly, completing a professional year in Australia can give you extra points, and strengthen your profile for employer recognition. Community language proficiency in certain languages can also add points, though it's often overlooked by applicants. One common mistake applicants make is assuming that points are static. In reality, the point system is dynamic and changes with policy updates. The Department of Home Affairs updates rules regularly, so it's critical to stay informed and recalculate your points whenever there are updates. Running multiple scenarios like we did with Sarah helps you see the impact of different strategies, such as improving your English test score, gaining additional work experience, or applying for state or regional nomination. Visa 189, 190, and 491 each have their own advantages and point calculations. Visa 189 is a general skilled migration visa, which doesn't require sponsorship, so points are calculated purely based on your skills, age, and qualifications. Visa 190 requires state nomination, which provides extra points, and sometimes states prioritize certain occupations, giving you a better chance if your occupation is in demand. Visa 491 is a regional provisional visa, which not only offers points for regional nomination but also opens the pathway for eventual permanent residency. Choosing the right visa and maximizing your points for that visa type is key to success. When calculating your points, it's not enough to look at what you have today. You must also look at areas you can improve strategically. For example, if your English is proficient, investing in an exam to achieve superior English can give you a significant points boost. Gaining an extra year of work experience either in Australia or overseas can also add points. If you are willing to move to a regional area, a state nomination can give you additional points, sometimes making the difference between an invitation and a long wait. Planning and strategy are essential. Age, English, work experience, education, partner skills, regional nomination. All of these are interconnected. Improving one area can amplify your overall points and put you at the top of the selection pool. Many applicants fail because they focus on only one category and ignore opportunities in others. For example, you might have perfect English and a strong education, but if you ignore state nomination or regional pathways, you could miss out on valuable points. It's also important to know that points aren't permanent. They can change based on updates in government policy or changes in your personal circumstances. Staying updated, keeping documentation ready, and running multiple scenarios ensures you never miss a chance to improve your score. Using case scenarios like Sarah's helps you understand not only your current points but also potential points with strategic improvements. Visa 491 is particularly interesting because it rewards applicants willing to move to regional areas. Regional work experience, studying in regional areas, or even family sponsorship in regional zones can increase your points. If you are flexible and willing to consider regional migration, you can maximize your points faster than waiting in the general pool for visas like 189 or 190. Understanding these nuances is what separates successful applicants from those who wait for years. Now, how do you practically calculate your points? Start by listing your current qualifications, work experience, age, and English level. Then, check which points each category gives under the latest Department of Home Affairs rules. Next, explore areas of improvement. Can you take an English test to move up a band? Can you get state or regional nomination? Can you include partner skills? Finally, add all points together and compare against the minimum requirement for your chosen visa. Simulate multiple scenarios to see which strategy gives you the highest score. The takeaway here is simple. Know your points, identify areas for improvement, plan strategically, and stay updated. Don't assume that meeting the minimum points is enough. Higher points give you faster invitations, more security, and less stress in your PR journey. The points system rewards those who are informed, prepared, and strategic. If you found this walkthrough useful, hit the like button because it helps more people discover this crucial information. Subscribe and turn on notifications because I'll be bringing more real-life case scenarios, tips, and strategies to maximize your Australian PR points even further. Your journey to Australian PR doesn't have to be confusing or overwhelming. By understanding how points are calculated, knowing where to improve, and strategically planning your application, you can take control and increase your chances of success significantly. Planning ahead is not just smart, it's essential. Thank you for watching. Stay focused, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video with more insider tips, practical examples, and strategies to help you succeed in your Australian PR journey. Remember, every point counts, and the sooner you start planning, the closer you are to turning your dream of living in Australia into reality.